Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lena, and in today's video I am finally back with a WIP and chat. I feel that I have not done one of these in such a long time, and right now is Sunday morning. It is 10:30 a.m. or it's going to be 10:30 a.m. and I have about half of the last row of summer solstice to finish. I've been wanting to record this video for a while now, but I haven't been able to. Okay, before we start with all of that, this is all pure color blocking. Like, I only have 3 colors left to use. This is 3856, and I still have a few bags of it left. Like, I have this full container, I have another that is like here, and all this tray full of drills, and I have another 3 bags. I don't think I'm gonna have to use all the 3 bags, maybe just open 1 extra. I also have this color that is for one of the corners. I also think that I'm going to be using the last bag of these, and this is special drill for the sun on the back. Let me see if there's any other color. I think that I have pink left. Oh no, I actually don't. Okay, so I am determined to finish this because tomorrow is the start of an event, and I am so excited for it because I've been waiting for that event ever since I knew that it existed, and I've mentioned it a few times already. So in order to make this, I'm going to be reusing this just to make a section a little bit smaller. I'm just going to be moving along anyway, so it's fine, just to make it a little bit more manageable. So yes, it feels that it's been such a long time since I last recorded one of these, but you know, my life has been really uneventful. Nothing has really happened, and sometimes I feel that there's nothing to talk about. I don't know, I just it doesn't feel that that there's anything interesting to talk about. And also I've been kind of down lately, you know, the whole job situation. I already kind of vented a little bit in the Discord group, but long story short, I didn't get a job. I was so sure, like, I knew I was perfect for the role, and you know, I don't want to sound like, what's that word? It's not conceited. It's like, I don't want to sound arrogant or anything, but I really, 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 truly thought I could be perfect for that role. But it is what it is, I guess. I just needed to vent a little bit. I spent yesterday the entire day, like, in crying sessions, but it's fine. It's completely fine. I mean, it's not, but it is, you know. I already vented, as I said, and thankfully I have my hobbies and I have support from my family, friends, and my boyfriend, of course. So that's great. I guess I just need to keep moving forward to find something that's perfect for me. Just this morning I applied to more jobs because that is the story of my life, apparently. So I actually, even before doing that, today I went to see to pick up my sister from her apartment complex, to go and drop her off at the bus station, because we live in a city that is about an hour and a half to 2 hours and a half, depending on your transportation method, from our hometown. And this was the first weekend, the first Friday, when she didn't go back on Friday because she went out with some of her friends. And that is so, I don't know. I just cannot grasp in my head the fact that both of my sisters are legally adults. You know, for me, they're not. For me, they're like silly 13 years olds. What? Yeah, but no, they're 21 and 18, so they're definitely not kids. They're adults. And here, actually, in my country, in Mexico, you are of legal age even to drink, and vote and everything at 18. Like, it's not even 21, like in the US and other countries, but regardless. And something that I was thinking about while I was going to pick her up is that, wait, am I recording? Oh yeah, I am. Yeah, is that it's so funny to me that I have less than a year driving. Like, I have not been driving for even an entire year now. And my sister has been driving since she was 13. Like, she has been driving for 5 years now. She learned to drive at 13. And she started running like errands and everything in my hometown like at 14 or something. Now, it is a very, very, very small, tiny city, and she was always required to go with one of the grown-ups. Even me, because even if I didn't know how to drive, my mom made me go with her, because at least I'm like 12 years older than she is. But the funny thing is how she's really scared of driving in the city, and I learned to drive in the city. And it's just a very kind of funny parallel that I never thought I was going to see. She was actually the one that always drove me places back in my hometown, and it's weird. Like, I finally feel that, at least in that sense, I'm having the role of a big sister. I've always had that role regarding everything else, but driving and running errands and all that. But it's just funny, and she's really scared to drive here in the city. I've asked her before, because my other sister, their dad gave her one of their old-ish cars, for her to be able to drive here and there and everywhere easier, and to get places, because she has a job already, and to go to school and all of that. And she also learned to drive a few years ago. But like my God, I cannot speak this morning. My youngest sister, she's definitely more the daredevil of us sisters speaking. And yeah, it's really funny to me that she says that it scares her to drive in the city, but it's totally understandable. I honestly thought when I moved back here, one of my thoughts was, if I didn't learn how to drive in my hometown, I'm not going to learn how to drive here, because this city is a madness, and it is truly madness, at least in some places, and in peak hours. Whew, it's horrible. But yeah, I went to leave her. Her bus left. Did I place it on over a? Yes. Her bus left at 10. I picked her up at 9:30 from her apartment complex, and it was a very fast drive. Like, my apartment from her apartment is like a 6 to 8 minute drive, if that. When there's not traffic or anything, I can just get there in like 5 minutes. And from her complex to the bus station, at least today, it took me about 10-12 minutes usually. So places are close. It's not really apart, one place from the other, but it's definitely scary to drive in here. But yeah, I just went and left her there. I was considering getting myself a Starbucks, because actually last Saturday I woke up, I had to go, was it Saturday or Sunday? I think it was on Sunday, but last weekend I also had to run an errand and leave my boyfriend in his bodega, and he got me a Starbucks to compensate the fact that he woke me up early in the morning on a weekend. And I thought about it, but I said no, you cannot, like, no, stop it. It's an unnecessary expense. And I know it's not really expensive. It's like a few dollars, but still. I'm a very strict budgeter, and I'm not ashamed of that. I am very strict about it. So I decided to come back home. I prepare kind of like a lunch type of thing for my boyfriend, because he eats the same every single day from Monday to Saturday. And he had to leave earlier today, so he didn't have any time to prepare it. And I asked him if he wanted me to go you know, get him his food, and he said that he was going to come home a little bit earlier than usual, than he usually does on Saturdays. So he's gonna eat here. So I think he will be coming back probably 2 p.m. kind of, maybe even earlier, I don't know. But yeah, there are no plans for this weekend. We rarely have plans. Actually, last Sunday, was it Sunday? Yes, last Sunday, we went to have lunch at a buffet that it's in a hotel with his mom. And I love it when his mom invites us to to lunch, because she always invites us to buffets. My favorite is always a sushi place that also sells Chinese, that also has other, I don't remember, I think it's Thai food. I don't remember exactly, but I think it might be Thai food. But that is my favorite place of all, but it's the most expensive. So we've only been there a few times, but I really, really loved it. And this time, as I said, we went to a buffet that is in a hotel. And it is really interesting every time that I see my boyfriend interact with his family, kind of the feeling that he told me he had when he first met me. Because I remember that when he met my mom and my sisters, right after he met them, he was like, where do you come from? Because I am really so different from them, personality wise. I am really, they're more like outgoing and extroverts, and they're all out there, and I am not. I don't, everything that I like they don't, and everything they like I'm like, meh, I'm not really interested in it. And that hadn't really happened to me with my boyfriend and his mom and his family, because his family is like him. They're a bit quirky is the word. And I have nothing against that, of course, because I'm also weird, and I know that, and I embrace it, and I don't really care what people think about me. But when I first met my boyfriend, my boyfriend's family, specifically his mom and one of his brothers, the one that I've had the most contact with, I was always like, oh yeah, it kind of makes sense that his mom and his family, they're all a bit quirky, so it kind of makes sense. But what happened there? I don't know what happened there. But this weekend, it just made me see that no, he's actually way quirkier than his family is. His mom was kind of interrogating us in a subtle, kind of not so subtle way about when we had our vacations and days off and everything, because she remembered that my boyfriend had told her that he wanted to go to Cancun. You all must know Cancun. Let me tell you, I've never been. I don't care about beaches. I don't really care. And I don't really, I might go one day in my life just to say that I went, but it's not like, oh my God, Cancun, whoa, let's go party and the all-inclusive in the hotel and blah, blah, blah. I'm not like that. I'm not really interested in it. And I know that my boyfriend isn't either. So when she started inquiring about like our days off and everything, it was kind of like, where is this going? And then my boyfriend went to the bathroom, and his mom told me like, oh, I wanted to invite you guys to an all-inclusive hotel that we went to like last year or something like that. And I think I remember him mentioning that he might want to go and blah, blah, blah. And I was not telling her anything, but in my mind, I was like, what? No, he doesn't really like that. And as I said, I didn't say anything because, I mean, he might have said that. It might not be something that I remembered. Or maybe it was a specific hotel for a certain reason. So I decided to wait. And then he came. Oh, these have like little bubbles on top, which I don't really like. Get off there. Get off there. Get off there. Please get off there. Oh, yeah. What do the other... Oh, these are trash trails. Where was I? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so he came back from the bathroom and his mom asked him, like, what do you think about, you know, going to this hotel and blah, blah, blah. And my boyfriend was like, thanks, but no thanks, you know, in a very polite way. And his mom just said, oh, then I'm going to go with your brother. And his brother was like, yeah, let's go, because his brother is younger. And I don't know, it kind of, and that, well, after that, my boyfriend went and got some more food from the buffet, and his mom, it just seems so funny because his mom just started to say, like, he's always been like that. He's always been so weird, but, you know, I guess that's the way he is. And I just started to giggle because he is, even in a quirky family, he is the quirky one. And I love that for him, for my boyfriend. But yeah, that's just a little quick thing of something that I like noticing. Like, even though we've been together for almost 3 years now, finding new things about him and his family dynamics and everything, it's so interesting because he is so reserved. He doesn't gossip. He doesn't say pretty much, you know, he doesn't say many things about his family, like his family that is not as immediate. I don't know. But yeah, I guess weirdos attract each other. And I honestly don't know how I found him. I mean, I do, but gosh, it's so funny. We met through an app. I don't remember if I've said this before, but we met through an app, and I remember that after a few months of, you know, meeting each other, like knowing each other and stuff, we started to wonder, like, if it wasn't for the app, we were not going to meet, because we run, or at least at the moment, we ran in so different spaces, and we ran in so different, like, social spheres, that we could have never, like, organically, we could have never run into each other, like, at all. And I'm just so glad that the day that I decided to make myself a profile in that app, and after having a bad experience with, you know, someone, I decided to go back to the app because I met him, and it's just so much fun being with him. And I don't know how this became a little, you know, I love my boyfriend thing, but yeah, I do love my boyfriend. But whoever, yeah. So we went to have lunch. Why my drills are so creative? I don't know. You know, I was struggling because at least the big areas with a lot of color blocking, I saw a lot of gapping and, you know, drills that were not that precise, and I just give up. I like, I diamond paint how I diamond paint. There's that, and that's it. But yeah, gosh, I need my coffee, and my coffee's not hot. I mean, cold yet. I prefer to drink cold coffee in the hot season. Cold coffee, I cannot. Even with with the air conditioner on. I cannot. So, other reason why I hadn't recorded, well, that I hadn't recorded this specific WIP and chat is because I ordered a few weeks ago a new storage system, and yesterday I got a message that I was gonna get that storage system in the mail. But the thing is that whenever I get anything in the mail from anywhere, you know, any type of delivery service, they have to call through my number. I mean, to my phone. They have to make a call for me to go down, and, you know, because my apartment complex is really, really small. It's not like apartment complexes in the US where you have like a place where packages are dropped and, you know, no, you have to go pick them up, because there's only 6 apartments here. It's a very, very small type of thing. And the thing where you ring, right? Oh my god, my brain is so scattered. It always is. The point is that I was expecting that, because I get the mail that I was gonna get that package yesterday. And so usually it is either around noon or just between 7 and 8 p.m. that I get a package. But there have been situations where I don't see that they called, and they come in an hour that is not as common, or that I'm not really used to, and I had to wait for the package to be delivered the next day, or reschedule it, or, you know, something. So since I got that message yesterday, like, I got an email, and I also got a message through the app where I bought it, I said, okay, I record with my phone, and if I spend the day recording, I mean, what if I don't notice that they're calling me, telling me that they have a package for me? And that is really crucial for me, because as soon as I get it, I want to kit up one of my diamond paintings for Drills and Chills. And so I spent the entire day waiting for it to arrive, and it never did. And I was afraid that maybe they marked it as they made a try in delivering it, but they couldn't. And so I checked everything. I checked my email, I checked the app, I checked everywhere, but apparently they just didn't have enough time. I don't know. There are really weird, they're not like the typical UPS, FedEx, DHL. It's a very, it's like a budget thing that some places use to deliver. So I am not as confident with those. And yeah, at the end of the day, it was scheduled, but apparently the carrier didn't have the time, or I don't know. I really have no idea. I have no clue. And so this morning I was like, oh, but I really want to record my WIP and chat, because yesterday I made public another video that was not meant to go up yesterday, but I want to keep a schedule of the days, at least of the days, even if it's not like the same content on the day that I meant it to be. I wanted the days to keep, you know, being the same. But today I got home from, taking my sister to the bus station, and I said, okay, I'm gonna have to risk it. And just as I was coming back, I checked the delivery service, their webpage, and it said that it went out on delivery today. So if I had to guess, maybe they just didn't have enough time, or they were not able to complete their route for some reason or another. And my theory, it's because yesterday it started raining really, really bad and really, really heavily. So that's my theory. I don't know how well that theory is. I mean, how accurate that theory is. But, well, even if I don't get it today, I know that I'm going to be finishing this diamond painting today, just in time for Drills and Chills. And I have already another one kitted up. I just wanted to have options, you know, if I got overwhelmed, or just in case I have the mood to diamond paint more than one at a time. Because right now, I think all of the diamond paintings that I have left fit for the event, like all of them, all of them. And so I am so excited. I kitted up my first diamond painting for the event a few days ago, and Jesus, I had to restrain myself not to start it. I had to, first I put like the case, I put it on top of my closet. I had to put it in our second bedroom, hidden, basically hidden, because I am itching so bad to start it. But no, I'm gonna wait until tomorrow, September 1st, to start it. And I'm gonna have so much fun, so much fun, especially because the first diamond painting that I'm going to be starting the event with is one that I've had in my, it has been my unicorn for a while now, a very long while. And as soon as I got it, like the very same day that where I filmed the unboxing, I did the kitting up because I couldn't resist it. I had to. Seeing the image and everything, I just had to. And I cannot wait for tomorrow to start that one up. And also, I am going to attempt to do vlogs. I said it in my last WIP and Chat, I think. And I am hoping, I'm crossing my fingers that everything goes well and that I'm able to, and more than able to, that I remember to do them, because that's what I'm most afraid of, to forget in the middle of the week that I was making a vlog about the event. But I'm hoping that I don't forget. I'm really hoping. So I'm still not sure on which one I'm gonna kit up in the new storage that I got. The one that I have with this one that I'm about to, you know, that I can use is of this type of containers, and it has 104, I think, of these. So I think that I might be kitting up one of the big one. I mean, I only have one big one. What are the sizes? I don't know. I want to kit up like my oldest one, that is Ghost Cafe, and I also want to kit up either a Miss Butterdy or the only round that I have, because I only have one round. I am hoping that, you know, during the event I can purchase another with round drills, because I only have one out of the 6 that I have reserved for the event. Only one is rounds. So, you know, I want to have it ready to go just in case I feel the need to do it. But as I said, we'll see about that. I'm still undecided on which one to kit up, but I think it's either going to be a Miss Butterdy, because I have 2 from her that I have destined for the event, or Mabon, which is the round one that I have. And on other updates, other reason for me not doing this WIP and Chats, it's because, like, I said that, you know, my days have been uneventful, but at the same time they haven't really. But my chronic illnesses have been flaring up quite a lot this past 2 weeks. Out of the, let's say, 15 days of the past 2 weeks, I have spent, I would say, half of those days, almost the entire day, in bed, and just, you know, trying to push through the day. And also, my time for yearly appointments is about to start. I usually have checkups every year, and it's not every year with the same specialist. There's some specialists that I see once every 18 months instead of every 12 months. But right now is a time where they all line up. I think there's only one. So it's gonna be interesting. The first one that I'm going to go to is my gastro, because I'm having issues with some food. And yeah, I'll see if there's anything that needs to get done, if there's any study that I need to get done. If I had to guess, I would say no, but you know, I'm not the specialist. They might see something different. That, and also the yearly checkup with my cardio. Those are my gastro and my cardio are the ones that I see the most, because there is where I have the majority of my symptoms. So those are the first two, and I'm actually going to start to see a new specialist that I have never seen. And so I have been in the investigating process with that for a few weeks now, and I think I already chose the doctor that I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna go to. And one of the great things about Mexico, I think, and I am coming from a very, very privileged place, and I know that, where I can afford these things, and also that I have medical insurance that covers private doctors, is precisely that my medical, I have a private medical insurance that it's a bit expensive, but if I compare it to the amount of money that I would spend if I didn't have it, it's completely worth it. And there I can choose pretty much any doctor I want, as long as they accept insurance and as they accept that company of insurance. I'm ready and good to go. So that is fantastic. And there are a few things that it doesn't cover, like there are certain you know, studies and stuff, but I have there's a sort of fund that I have from my family that is destined entirely for that. So that helps me cover. It doesn't cover the 100% of all of the medical expenses, but it covers a chunk. And, you know, I've been able to save in the past few months because I knew that the yearly round of checkups was going to start, and that all of the specialties were going to come together. We're going to coincide in dates, and that I was seeing a new specialist. So there's a journey ahead of me. And I think that's going to go for the entire month of September. As I said, I already chose this new specialist that I'm going to be seeing. Is it A or A-N? Because you use A when the next word starts with a consonant, and you use A-N with the next word that starts with a vowel. Urologist. I don't know. It sounds weird with a rule that I know exists, but I'm going to see a urologist. I don't know. Urologist, you know. P, basically. My kidneys and some other places. And what else? Yeah. So next week I'm going to that, and to my cardio, and to my gastro. And then I think the second week of September I'm going to go with my neuro and with my rheumatologist. And what am I missing? I'm missing something, right? I know that I'm missing something, but brain fog right there and then. Rheumatologist, cardiologist, gastro. Oh, my gynecologist. And I need to go to my gynecologist on the third week of September, I think. But those are still not scheduled. So I need to do that in the next couple of days to make sure that they have free appointments. I mean, free dates for me. Not that the appointment is going to be free, but free days. And that I'm able to see them, because I want to get it all done and over in September. Hopefully, it usually doesn't happen that way, but we'll see. And it's going to be multiple visits, because I'm sure that at least the cardio and the gynecologist are going to want to make some exams, like some specific testing, blood and imaging and stuff. So I know for sure those are the ones that are at risk of running into October as well, but it's fine. So yeah, apparently what I thought were not many updates are some updates. What should I do? Should I fill it? Yeah, I think I'm gonna fill it first with the, like, I don't even take them, I just leave it here because this is one of the only colors that I have left to use, and I have the tray here ready with iridescent. Look at that. Oh my god, so pretty. So pretty. Full crystals. Full crystals. And something else that I wanted to talk about was this. I've been using the Alien Putty for, I would say, almost 2 weeks. Yeah, kind of. So I remember that in one of my, I think it was in one of my WIP and chats, where I mentioned that there were a few things that I wanted to try out regarding putties, and that I had seen Alien Putty and that I was interested in it. I think I just forgot it, forgot about it and put it in the back of my mind. But when I got the diamond painting from Kate, from diamond painting and Dr. Pepper. Oh, this is a foil backwards. Well, first of all, I remember she telling me that she had it and that she was not using it. I think she didn't like it. She didn't have the best experience with it, and that she could send it to me, but that the shipping was going to be even pricier than the cost itself because, international. And I completely forgot that I had my P.O. box. I don't know why I didn't think about that. But then when I got that diamond painting from her D-stash, she said that she was going to throw in the Alien Putty. And I was like, oh, thanks so much. And I'm not going to go into the details of the ordeal that was trying to make the payment for that, because PayPal, I'm not going to talk about it. It already happened and I'm past it, but it was an ordeal. However, I opened my diamond painting and I saw that she sent me the putty. It did, the Alien Putty. And it really surprised me, because I guess that in the pictures, I just see this blue blob. And I thought it was going to be bigger, even though I think it has measurements, or maybe the grams, like the weight of it in the page. But I don't know. I don't really know what I was expecting. That I saw it, and it is this teeny tiny thing that fits in the palm of my back, in my palm. But I was like, okay, let's try this out. And I started trying it right away, and it definitely took some getting used to. I tried to load my pen the way that I load with regular putty. Big mistake. that Alien Putty is like hard. It's really, really hard. And when I saw that it was really hard, I started to wonder, like, how is this gonna work? Like, if it is this hard and it didn't really feel that sticky, how it's gonna stick? Ooh, I dropped my container of drills because I left it open. I'm gonna pick it up later. So I was a bit like, I don't know if concerned would be the word. I think it would be more like skeptical a little bit, probably. And so I decided to load it a little bit different. Instead of trying to press into the putty the way I do with other type of putties, I cut a chunk of it and I tried to shove it in. And again, that was not the way to do it. And then I saw someone commenting. I think I wrote in the Discord group that I was about to try that putty. And I think that someone mentioned that they cut theirs like into little pieces and they shove it little by little. And I should have looked for a tutorial on YouTube. I am sure there are some out there. I just didn't want to. I am very stubborn, and I was decided to make it work at my own, like with my own terms and on my own. And I did. And I would say the first 2 days were kind of no, not a two. I would say more like the first day. It was kind of weird to use it because it didn't feel like the way it felt. And I had, I placed this putty, was it in this one? Yes, in this one, that is my 8 placer, but I also have my 12 placer, and I had alien putty in this and my regular putty in this one, and it felt so different, so different. But I was determined to, you know, let my putty in the big pen live its life until I wanted to actually change it. And then when I did, I changed it to the alien putty, and let me tell you, ever since I put putty in this pen, I have not changed it. It's not stringy, it's more stiff. And I think that this one in particular works best for me because I don't know. I mean, I know that everyone can get to the point where their putty is really stringy and you have to either take it out or it gets stuck into the diamonds. And I think that's in hotter climates. And I was experiencing that a lot lately because even though we're not having the hot temperatures that we sometimes get here in my country, and especially in the city that I live in, it was still hot. Like, there's no denying that. Oh, what happened there? I think I didn't place this one correctly. Oh, yeah. It popped. Let me just get it back. There. So, when I saw that it was like a harder putty and that it was actually, you know, picking up the drills without problems, that was my concern for not it feeling really sticky. I said, like, okay, if this works, maybe since it's harder putty, it's not going to become stringy, or, you know, it's not going to come off on the drills. And oh my God. Yeah. I basically completed 4 entire rows of these without changing this putty. And this putty, I changed it like from the old putty to these to alien putty. I changed it, I think 2 days ago, and I am loving it. As I said, it gets sometimes to get you need some time to get used to. Usually I was used that the putty was starting to overflow quite a bit from the sides, and I just pushed it like this, and I don't know, I just got used to doing that. But with this one, it doesn't really do that. It does it like a little bit, but I think it's because I press too hard and it just starts to displace the putty. So I don't think that's anything to do with the putty, but with my placement that, as I say, I place way too hard. But so far, I think I'm liking it. I don't think that I'm going to, like, something that I might do is maybe when I see that I need to change the putty, I might change it to my regular putty just to kind of compare and contrast a little bit better. Like, now that I have, you know, a few weeks of use of the putty and experimenting with it and working with it, and see the difference and how, if it's a very stark difference. But for now, I'm really liking it, and I'm really enjoying it. And what you get, it comes in a tin, but I took it out of the tin and put it in a little Ziploc baggie, like a resealable bag. Like, this is all of it. And really, I just took like very small chunks and shoved them in, and even then I put an excess to it. So if I keep using this, I think it's going to last a very long time, taking into consideration that on top of only using a very small amount, I've been using this putty for 2 weeks and I have not had to change it. So that's fantastic. That is great. So that is, I think, all of the updates that I wanted to give you guys, or at least that I remember. My laptop went into sleep mode because, you know, I have not been using it, and I have my notes there. And I cannot for the life of me remember if there's anything else that I wanted to talk to you about. If I remember, I might just, you know, write it down and talk to you later. either other day on the next WIP and Chat or something. But for now, I'm going to keep diamond painting this last row, hopefully finishing it by the end of the day, and just keep on diamond painting. Thank you so much for watching, and see you all guys in a later video. Bye bye.